What's going on, guys? It's your boy Fred here, aka That Guy Fred here with a new podcast, Minds of Millennials. Yeah, there's no longer a Triple Threat podcast.
What's up, Freddie? What up, Freddie boy?
Girl, what you doing here?
Man, I'm chilling, you know.
Hi, girl. I'm like, hey, main event here. What's happening?
So y'all gonna tell me, y'all think people want to see y'all? Okay,
How you supposed to be?
Danita, what you mean? What am I supposed to be?
Girl, get out of here.
Girl, nobody.
Damn, Team Maisie made this.
Welcome to Minds of Millennials podcast. Got my boy Nico Suave here.
What's happening?
Baby D here.
What's up? Not Baby D.
And baby girl K over here.
Hey y'all.
How y'all doing today?
We doing well. How you? How you doing today?
I'm good, man. You know, start a new chapter in life. First of all, I'm glad all y'all are here.
Oh yeah, I'm glad to be
I
here.
really appreciate y'all being here. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Miss Angela with the mask, Uncle Adrian, Gorilla with the logo, and
Not Gorilla Glue, though.
no.
Tom.
Not Gorilla Glue. Yeah, we want to appreciate everybody. Also, thanks to y'all significant others for letting y'all come on here. Shout out to them. They didn't have to do this. They did. Kirsten, would like to introduce yourself?
All right, my name is Kirsten. You know, I'm in this thing. I've known Fred for a while, man. We go back to diapers,
Childhood.
breaking my grandfather's chair.
Bring
recliner.
that up, though.
I'm going to bring it up every time because Papa was his shit bag.
You better talk to me about
Chill,
that.
bro.
Yeah.
Alright.
Fred, you need to deliver on that. Give me that chill back. Give him a new.
If I had one like you,
Come on.
He got all the money.
Yeah, all the money in the world over there.
Back on top, okay? Who next?
Mr. Puma.
Oh, me, I just want to go talk baby, you know what I'm saying? We in this thing, me and little Fred go way back. We hoop together, little head Fred, you feel what I'm saying? Corner with the three, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm just happy to be on here. You know, got some good things coming. Stay tuned.
Alright, hello everyone. I'm Danita. Me and Fred, we actually met college friends. We went to Jones together. And you know, we actually linked up because I like J. Cole, he like J. Cole, so we just hit it off like that. So that's how I'm here today.
Went to a concert together, you know.
Alright,
In New
right.
Orleans.
Right.
Okay.
That's how we hit it off.
No, it's okay.
No, I ain't go.
You jealous, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's okay though.
And
It's
I
okay.
really
Bring it to
didn't get
next
an invite, so how we
Girl, you
feel?
worship God. God don't want you to go to that concert.
You got a
Hallelujah.
concert.
You better say it.
We're going to have a concert for the Lord. That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Amen. Hallelujah to that.
Alright. So yeah, I'm glad to be here. And I appreciate y'all extending the invitation, you know, me asking me to join.
No problem.
Yeah.
I think I joined, man, because it's something that, you know, good energy, good people, especially our first meeting, when we first sat down. At first I was kind of hesitant, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff going on, but then I was like, well, let me sit down, give it a chance, sat down, we talked about it, and I like the energy we gave off, you know what I'm saying? We all like the same thing, you know, we all
Alright, let
going
me
through
give y'all a
something.
quick story of what happened. Quick story of what happened. So, as y'all know, Triple Threat is no longer here. Kirsten was gonna be on this show. So after we broke up, I thought I was gonna do it by myself, didn't do it. So, cause I had Kirsten, I didn't want to be rude, like, well, you off too. So Kirsten and Amy came up with the new group. Nah, I didn't want to be rude. Like, girl, you out too. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I don't respect you like that. So Kirsten brought up Danita, Amy brought up Bishop, and I didn't want to do it because she lived in Timbuktu. He a family man, I didn't know his schedule like that, so I was scared to ask. But then Amy's like, man, just ask, you never know till you ask. So DM Danita, like, hey sis, you know, you busy on weekends? She's like, nah, I ain't busy. So I'm like, all right. I said, bro, I got a podcast, you wanna join? She's like, what? I'm honored. It's like, oh, it's good. Then Bishop called me, and I had text Bishop like, hey, bro, you got a minute, man, hit me up. So I got to talk about something. All right, so hit me up. What's up, bro? I was like, man, I got the podcast, new podcast, bro. Like, I want you to join. He was like, bro, I was just talking to my girl about this. I joined. I was like, well, bet then. We just, it came, had a meeting that same week. We gelled, had good vibes, and here we are today.
And you know what's funny? We all, at one time in our point of our lives, crossed paths at least once. Or, you know, we all linked up because of one person. And you never think about that stuff, you know, then, but now it's just like, Lord, you know, we in this place and didn't know that this was going to come up. And now look at us and, you know, bringing a better product to the world, you know.
Right.
So I have a question. What made y'all, after I offered, what made y'all accept it?
Well, personally, what made me accept it, because you remember me asking me, like, okay, so what's going to be the sole purpose behind it? And when you know, explain to me, like, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
You know, I want to reach out to others and be inspiring to others, young people, older people, and let them see, like, what we're trying to do, what we're trying to discuss, and for them to understand us. You know, so I'm like, okay, that's a good cause. You know, I wouldn't mind doing it, even though, you know, it's the first time for everything. So I'm like, I've never done anything like this before, but like I said, it's the first time for all things. So I was like, yeah, I'll step out and do this.
Yeah, for me taking it, it was more of a thing that I wanted to do, like talk about everyday stuff that's going on, you know, reaching out, especially when you were saying, like she said, you was gonna try to talk about the
different topic.
Yeah, you know, like reach out to kids and stuff like that. So, you know, I feel like this is the right way to do it. You know, we in the millennial age, so you know, I feel like it was something for me. I went ahead and jumped into it.
Baby girl came.
I see it as, you know, growing up, we didn't have a lot of role models, a lot of stuff to just, you know, look up to. You know, you feel like you go through different experiences, like, dang, ain't nobody ever really just went through this. But, you know, bringing up on this show, bringing up different topics and telling them, we've been through that. Been there, done that. Let me tell you, you know, give you some insight, you know, and it's not trying to make them seem like they're crazy. You know how you go through something, you're like, man, I'm by myself in this. Can't nobody have went through what I went through. Yeah. But, you know, we're here to tell them, baby, you know, let us help you, you know, give a helping hand and put some knowledge to you to help you get through whatever you're getting through, because we've been through that, you know, and even our parents, grandparents been through that. Let us help the next generation up, you know, our generation and on.
We're trying to have like an outlet for people to come all ages. This ain't just no for millennials, even though we're all minds millennials, we just millennials trying to give you a piece of advice, because, you know,
how we think, you know,
how we think
process things, exactly. How we go about life and how we handle situations, and so I think this actually the perfect platform for it. We're gonna blow like that.
It's literally a safe space for all.
Speaking of what's
and
going
we would
on,
never be able to have the same opinions, you know.
Everybody
can voice.
So speaking of like everyday thing, bro, how y'all feel about the COVID? You know, the vaccines that's coming out. Who's taking it and who's not? How y'all feel about that?
Oh man. Well, first off, I really want to, you know, send out like my condolences for like all families that have lost someone to COVID-19, because there's so many individuals that have passed away due to this virus, man. It's like, it's really saddening. But in regard to the vaccine, a lot of people, you know, are you taking it? Are you taking it? Right now, me personally, I'm just like, it's a little too soon for me. So I don't see myself taking it right now. What about y'all?
I ain't taking it. I'm telling you now, I'm not taking
it. Yeah, I think it's just absolutely positively too soon for me to even think about taking the vaccine. I need some people to just, I need to see how it work for about like a year or so, and then, you know, like right now, I'm fine.
For me, it's first of all, how you gonna come with a vaccine in less than a year? I can't trust it, honestly, because ain't no way you can come with a vaccine just like that and expect people to take it. Now, people out here with illness, you know, they can take it because, you know, it helps them. But as far as me, I think I'm pretty healthy enough, and I don't think it's really gonna affect me. But that's why we wear masks now, to, you know, show people, man, wear your mask, because it's serious out here. Like, people are not taking the mask thing. Say, I ain't wearing my mask. It's God's country. Wear your mask.
We-
Wear your mask, man, 'cause you never know who you can pass the symptoms to. So that's why we
You could be
encourage.
asymptomatic and not even know that you carry it and you give it to somebody.
Exactly.
But like the thing is too, like a lot of people like they take the vaccine. Do you still wear your mask or do you not still wear your mask? Like,
But really, like,
What?
it's like, that's why I have to tell people, do your research. Do not just listen on, word of mouth or, just going off of what the news is saying, because, baby, sometimes you need to just sit and listen and take in information and read about it, because from what I understand and from what I see in perspective, baby, you know how they said, if you don't learn your history, it's going to repeat itself.
Yeah.
So with me, it's the whole Tuskegee thing all over again. They did this thing with black people and told them it was supposed to be such a good thing, but in reality, it was this whole thing. So we don't know, years from now, we're going to be sitting watching that commercial. You know how like the asbestos and all that stuff going
all
on?
that fast talking.
Yeah, and you took this and da. No, baby, no.
Now,
You
Ben,
can't.
what you say before? What reminds you of the vaccine?
Vaccine. Oh man, what's that?
Iron Lady.
Iron Lady. Yeah, Will Smith. Didn't that take place in like 2021?
No,
I'm not
no.
100% sure, but yeah, I ain't trying to have a whole breakout, become a zombie and all that good stuff.
I ain't being discouraged now. You want to go take it? By all means, go take it. But
Definitely not saying not go take it. Now, take it if you feel like you need to take it. But personally, me, I'm not taking it.
I ain't
It's gonna take like a lot. Like I need evidence, studies, all this that this vaccine 100% work, not just for white folks, black folks, Mexicans, for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's gonna take a lot for me to take it.
do y'all know why I wasn't gonna take it?
You said no, why what?
Do y'all know why I wasn't gonna take it?
Why?
I gotta have kids. When I finally had menstrual reproduction, I said, oh no, we gonna cancel that.
oh, okay.
And then on top of that, there's a certain company, because I don't want to, get into that, but we still see commercials about them and their talcum powder and all that stuff, and then they want to come out with a whole vaccine. I said, baby, no.
So let me ask y'all
no.
this: do y'all think nothing go down when people get the vaccine in the summertime? That's what I heard. Summer is when the public can take it.
I hope so, but then again, they said that during the winter times when the virus is more hot, so during the summer, of course, it's gonna go down, but it's gonna be because of the vaccine or because of the summertime. That's what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? But so it's gonna be a lot. Maybe next winter when it come around, the numbers still going down, then maybe I'll jump into that category, take the vaccine.
But they said by the summer or winter, it should be back to normal. If everybody take the vaccine, I ain't taking it. Y'all got me jacked up. All right, let me ask y'all this question. Y'all know we got a new president. She trying to make little changes around the country.
Alright.
Person, why you huffing?
Baby.
Speak my baby.
Yes, speak your mind. I'm
Yeah.
curious.
It just, ever since, I won't say I tried because the Lord leads me, but it just, what he done shown me, I don't put my trust in no one but the Lord. So it's just like, so many people are just, relying on the government to do this and do that. But it's not for us to rely on the government. It's for us to rely on the Lord Jesus Christ. Like, ooh. It's just some scary stuff that you sit back and see that what's going on, and it's, you want everybody else to wake up and see what is going on, but it's hard. It's, but the task is up there.
I'm curious. What you mean by events that happen? I'm just curious.
Like, going back to the vaccine, like, once the Lord truly opened my eyes and I let him open my eyes, it just, they lied to the whole public, the population, about how this COVID came out. They said it was the wet market from over there in China, from them eating bats.
Mm-hmm.
They've been doing that for thousands of years. I do understand different plagues have come out, but, then people had common sense, was like, oh no, the truth started coming out because the Chinese started to come out and tell them, no, this is not what it was. Then they finally came out and said this came from this lab. Baby, there is truly some evil and wickedness going on in this world that it's just like, I try to tell people, like, you know, we got to stop bashing each other. If we stop bashing each other as like a whole, we will see what they're trying to do to us. They're literally trying to kill us all. So it just.
All right.
What would you believe it's a vaccine out of the lab that
It wasn't the vaccine that it was.
It's COVID.
This is COVID that came out this
I'm
lab.
sorry, I misworded that. It's COVID that came out of the lab from, you know, higher up powers to
Yeah, they
trim the number down of the.
I got a
Because
question. I got a question for you. So we talking about, you know, all this. So the flu, right?
Same numbers now. Close, well, now I'm gonna say it's close to the same numbers.
Y'all know flu, like about the flu, right? You're supposed to get a flu shot every year.
Yeah.
Why? Why you supposed to get a flu shot?
To build your immunity so you can be able to fight it off.
But do you get the flu shot?
I have been taking the flu shot.
See what I'm saying? Like it's a
It's a
race.
hack to it. Yeah.
Because if you
I
just-
mean, I haven't got a flu shot since I was in high school. But you know, me, like, how do we know the flu's coming out every single year at the same time?
Well, it's a different strand that come out. It don't be the same flu.
Right.
That's
That's why
what-
I tell you.
Change
to
the
get
the weather.
So that's why you go get a different flu shot every
Right.
year. But it's gonna be the previous virus, you know, the previous code from the previous flu. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's supposed to help build your immune system.
And see, that's where that vaccine comes in. That's why people are just questioning because, baby, how are you gonna give us a vaccine and you don't even know like if this strand is gonna stay around? And they already saying there's so many different strands. Now it's a more dangerous strand now. It's just like they're putting so much fear in people, and that's why I just sit back and look and be like, you know, they instill fear, literally instill fear in everyone in the world. They instill so much fear, and that's what makes me upset because it's just like, on top of that, they instill fear. Then they killed off so many of our grandparents, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters.
That's the
cousins.
news. That's the news power, though. You know what I'm saying? News don't want you to
News
see what
control
they want you to
everything.
see. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And like we got all this like killing and stuff going on. They don't really advertise that more than advertise coronavirus on this pandemic or whatever. But so that's the power of the news. That's like with yourself. You
Yeah.
put what you want to put on social media for people to see. Same thing with news.
And that's why, like,
It's
so
just
many
that it's
people
the
look
main-
at the media and they like feed them this stuff of like fear mongering and stuff like that.
Not saying it's not
Yeah.
a big thing.
Yeah,
you know what
but
I'm
it's
saying?
just like-
Okay, check this out. So y'all know when the Black Lives Matter movement started, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What were they talking about COVID then? They took the vaccine. Because the news wants y'all to, like, to me, COVID was a good thing, a bad thing. Because it gave people, it forced people to sit down and talk and have a conversation with their family. Also, it showed how bad, I'm not about to bash police or white people, but it showed everybody what black people
It
deal
showed
with.
how bad America is
Yeah.
all at once. You know what I'm saying? It was a 50-50 thing. It was like either we were gonna sit down and come together and get through this, like, you know, Asia and China, like they did. They shut down everything. Or we were gonna be hard headed and continue to, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get through this. We know one country. We supposed to be number one, you know, free, you know, all that good stuff. You know, we're gonna either we're gonna sit down and get through this, or we're gonna continue to do what we do. And we did exactly what I feel like we were gonna do, continue to do what we were doing. And now it's more than it should be. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like personally, when it comes to COVID, I think they could have. If we would have shut down, honestly, in my opinion, we would never be in this situation.
Definitely, them 2 weeks. I mean, it would have hurt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like lives are more important than finances and money and anything like that.
It was crazy. We didn't, you know, Mississippi didn't shut down, but other states did. We were probably one of the only states that just didn't shut down.
We had the least restrictions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look where we are now.
This is why we supposed to come together as one, you know. We were so separate, like this state is doing this state doing that state doing that. But if we all come together and unionize and, you know,
Well, you know
come
who that
together.
falls on? The president, because he was in control of it.
But you can't expect the president to do it all at once. I don't want to say it's a team effort, but it's all of our
How
effort.
hard is it to just say we shutting down? We gonna shut
Because
everything
everybody
down?
else country did it.
Yeah,
But us, we
that's what
know
I'm
when he
saying.
was
Like,
like,
how hard is it? I mean, if Trump would have set up there, I'm trying not to get into it, but if he would have set up there and like, let's shut down for, you know, 14 days. You know what I'm saying? And let's see how good this is. You know, I mean, I know it's probably hard to display military in all areas and shut everything down, but I'm pretty sure you find that one person $1,500 for being out for no reason, you know, this, that, and that. People gonna sit down. Everybody can't pay $1,500 just for a little ticket for being outside, you know, being out in the street.
Like look at other countries though, like one of my dad friends, he tell me, say, man, what's going on over there in the U.S.? Why y'all numbers so high? Why y'all didn't just shut down? It's lack of leadership. And we know, even though he's gone, but you gotta look at it, and he didn't want to put it on him, so he gave every 50 senator like, hey.
But it's Trump. It's Trump. You can kind of expect that. You know what I'm saying?
He said, I ain't get my hand there. I'm gonna let everybody else. Y'all decide what y'all want to y'all state.
You know the dumbest thing I heard somebody say? They said they liked the Trump simply because Trump kept it real. Now, it's a difference between keeping it real and being stupid. You know what I'm saying? Being dumb. Like, I understand he didn't care what he said on camera, and that was like, all right, cool, whatever. You know, you rich enough to do that, but you gotta understand it's different when you become a leader. That's like somebody, a leader of a group or a leader go up there on stand and like talking all in a kind of way. Y'all gonna look at that whole camaraderie like, y'all ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Just because of that one person. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like.
You know what? I'm gonna ask you this though. Would you rather for someone to sugarcoat something for you and not tell you the truth of what's going on, or just tell you how it is? Just tell you the truth.
I'd rather have a person that's up there to look at the brighter side and make people feel more comfortable with what's going on than a person who's up there that will lie and say whatever. Like, let's be honest, when Trump was up there, what he was saying, oh, this ain't nothing, this gonna blow over just like Ebola did, you know what I'm saying, like a fart in the wind. No, that's not gonna happen. You see, we still in this pandemic, as we see. I'd rather somebody sit up there and take control of the situation that's at hand and give a more positive outside look than just blow it over. Be like, we're going through something right now, but we're gonna get over it as together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He didn't never say that. He didn't never say that.
And it's kind of like too, whenever you in like a leadership position or anything in life, it's really not about what you say, it's how you say it.
Exactly. So
if you call yourself a leader, you need to portray yourself as a leader. Like, you don't need to just be saying any and everything. Like, it's a certain way you say things.
I agree. And it's one thing, since we talking about Trump, let's be real. He didn't even denounce, when we have all this Black Lives Matter stuff, did he denounce all these white supremacy groups? A real leader is going to say, man, skip all that. They don't need to be here. Disband them. Try to disband them. You can't, because what they do to people, you know, that's not in you. As a leader, you should be like, hey, y'all cut it out. Like, let's go back some. The Tiki Torch in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Look at that. Did he say anything? Oh, they're just kids. They let kids be kids. That was a hate group.
That's why I feel like I'm glad. I mean, I hope Joe Biden do better. I mean, you can't do no worse than Trump. I mean, he probably did some good stuff behind the scenes, but we won't see that till later on the line. But I hope Joe will offer and show how it is, because he's doing, I ain't gonna say he's doing a great job right now, but because it's too early, but he's doing enough. He's doing what he's supposed to do when he get on that camera. That camera's rolling, he's saying what he needs to say to make sure
He's
that
fixing the damage that Trump did. I mean, Trump did a couple things. Like, he helped me out when I didn't have insurance. He did something for your boy and took it out taxes.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know exactly all what Trump did. I gotta do my research myself, but you know, Trump out of office, I really don't really care. That's all I was really.
All right, so we're talking about. Go ahead, Chris.
But I know it's something like everybody was so angry when Trump took us all who. And when you actually do your research on that, on the World Health Organization, they're not who they portray themselves to be. And so they're getting ready. I don't know how else to say it, but just like they're getting ready to gear up to be like, either you're going to take the vaccine or there's not going to be a no. There's not going to be a no. You're going to take the vaccine. And I'm just like, all I can tell people is like, you know, I used to be the one who's like, she just all religious and da-da-da-da. But all I know is to run to Jesus at this point, because it's just like scary to even think, like, I have a child there, I know you have a child, but you know, we all have cousins and brothers and sisters. It's just like worrying about this world, and it's just like, you know, once you do and talk about getting into it with the Lord Jesus and getting into the Bible, I mean, all the fears go away, but it's like once you know the truth, it's just like the truth is there. It's just like,
But
now I got to tell everybody else, like, come on, like, you know.
that's the thing that like we don't the Bible one thing I understand, but we don't know the truth what's going on behind closed doors.
That's-
to the government, and I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, all you can do in today's age and the way life set up is go with what you're being told from the higher power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if they saying like that be real. We don't know 100%. We can say well, we research and numbers going down. You know what I'm saying? But we
Even
don't really
research-
know if numbers really going down. We just gotta believe that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like it's just really no truth to anything unless you figure out for yourself. But we really in the state of mind that we can't do that. We just gotta go where it's going. But like I said, right? I feel like the right person in the office probably not, but it's better than what we had. You know what I'm saying? So.
And I agree
That's
with
what-
Joe because of Kamala. Let's be honest. That's what a lot
Oh,
of
yeah,
people
most
voted
definitely,
anyway.
most definitely.
It's
I think
fine.
most people. I think nobody really want to vote for Joe, but nobody want to vote for Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like, do you want, you know,
It's less than 2 evils.
yeah, you know, you want
Yeah.
blue M&M or black M&M. You know, I don't know if people really eat them M&M like that. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, all right, which one I'm gonna eat? But this one was nasty last time. I know this one nasty. I'm just gonna eat that one just
Yeah.
because I don't want that one again. I think it was
I
just
mean,
a situation. Like
Alright, so y'all know minimum wage going up. Nico, what you feel about the minimum wage going up? What's your opinion on it?
Man, it's a good thing and a bad thing in so many ways because you got people like who've been, no offense to anybody that's working at McDonald's, you know what I'm saying, on Plaza. I still like my Big Mac, but you know what I'm saying, like, is it really fair that they get paid $13, $14, $15 for working there? I mean, I understand you're working there over a certain period of time, like, and you got those who've been working there for like 6 years, 7 years. Of course, because they've been there for an extended period of time. But what about the newcomers? You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a good thing and a bad thing. Then the cost of living gonna go up as well. Bread was like $1.98. They just say that now it's gonna be $3 for a thing of bread, $4 for a thing of bread. Milk $2.64. It's gonna be $4, $5 for a thing of milk. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good and bad
that
thing.
member. I see you supervisor.
Okay, pricing.
Chill out. I'm just
Pricing
saying.
inquiry.
You hear? They're going to do it off the dome.
I ain't gonna get some seasoning. How much that is?
Some semen? What you say?
I said seasoning.
Some
Seasoning.
It depends on which one. You got the great value, like that ain't sink. You got let me chill out. On the real note though. Like you gotta be mindful of the things that you upgrade. I don't want nobody to come out straight out of high school thinking like I'm going to McDonald's and I'm finna work at McDonald's for the rest of my life because they get paid $13 an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how I feel on it too. Like that's kind of piggyback off what you said. I kind of have the same perspective of it too. Like it's good and bad. It just depends on minimum wage going up.
You gotta have a positive mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you waiting, you gotta kids to be doctors and lawyers to get paid. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Cause
You don't want people to settle or be complacent.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Cause then even think back when our parents, they used to tell us what?
$4.
They could get a whole
$4.
buggy of groceries for $20.
Mm.
Now what? You look in the buggy, you got two or
Bro, I go
three
buy little
things for
snacks and
$20.
stuff just to fill a cabinet up, and I spend about $100 on that by itself. You know what I'm saying?
But
Not-
okay, I hear what y'all saying, but listen, my opinion on it. Like, minimum wage going up, like I said, it's good and it's bad. Good is like it's giving people that deserve more. Cause you gotta think about it. Some people that do work at McDonald's or Burger King on these fast food joints working multiple years, but ask them how they apply for a new job. Cause there's a lot of people that apply for a new job but don't get that, so they stuck at a fast food joint, and that's what like me, like off camera, off the raps. I try to, when you try to put yourself in a better position, sometimes those bigger jobs, like, nah, dog, look at your resume.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. How would that play out? Like, I'm just using McDonald's as an example. Like McDonald's with that, like normally kids straight out of high school or in high school go to McDonald's to get a job. So now, like, jobs quick to hit you with you don't have a like you said resume experience for this. You know,
Like,
what I'm
say,
saying?
like, you gonna try to go from Walmart, McDonald's to Walmart.
Yeah.
How can a McDonald's worker work at Walmart? It's unless you know somebody.
Yeah.
Cause you really can't get those jobs because they're like, oh, you ain't got this much.
You don't have experience in customer service.
Mm.
I mean,
Well, unless you're a cashier,
Unless
that's
you,
on.
right.
Yeah,
But
you
it's
back
still
up at the
it's
burgers,
still
now you
right,
trying to go
right.
Walmart.
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, I
So
feel
you know,
you.
like with me, sometimes we try to better ourselves, and sometimes the system
Keep you down.
keep you down. So that's why you stuck there.
Yeah.
But you know, what cost of living gonna go up. I mean, you can go to Walmart right now. You got 5 things, you spend $100.
And then too, financial literacy does play a part in that.
Bingo. Yeah.
Like you have to be smart about your spending, and because there's a lot of people that make good money, but they go out and get expenses that exceed
Yeah.
their income.
I think with financial literacy, it gives parents a conversation with their kids. Like, look, I understand you making $15 an hour, $13 an hour, $10 an hour. Look, when you're at home, save your money. Don't go out there and try to beat everybody else. Save your money.
Right.
Stack your money, because a lot of parents don't tell their kids how to use their money.
At the same time, though, kids are spending 90% of the day with teachers at school.
Yeah.
So why not apply that into the system of teaching? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why? If we're gonna go, that's what I'm saying. Like it's good and bad. So if we're gonna do that, why not apply some type of financial classes for at least to like a junior or senior that's
Yeah.
people that's gonna pay attention, because you finna go into the real world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You finna be out there paying, be a problem most people, for the most part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Even if it's just a little bit,
it's just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
why not go ahead and teach that? Like, 'cause by then you probably got a job and you're working with a part-time job doing something.
So let me
Teach
ask
them
y'all this.
how to save.
My bad. Let me ask y'all this. So, y'all know many ways it's going to go, but we don't know what time. But, like, your teachers making $10 an hour.
That's what I'm saying. And then me being in healthcare, I'm just like, there is CNAs, LPNs, RNs, not even getting that much, and they're saving lives. I'm just like, they're in here with your grandparents, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your mama, your daddy, taking care of them, making sure they're okay. And then you got people, and I'm not, like I'm saying, I'm not bashing no one,
Yeah.
but then you got people at McDonald's, y'all making the same amount.
I think what they should do, this is my opinion, is you gotta pay teachers. Teachers, nurses, doctors get paid a lot, man. So we ain't talking about. And police officers. Those people,
firefighters.
Everyday life saving people.
Yeah, those people that should get the major increase, not just minimum wage, but like teachers don't get paid nothing.
They really don't, and then they work hard too because they are like investing time in the children with the future.
Mhm. So what's the pros and cons to making more money?
So the pros would be it's more money. I mean,
Yeah.
we could all use a little more money, but the cons would be, like I said, the cost of living going up. Being smart. If you're not smart with your money, that's definitely a con. You have to pay attention to your spending.
More money, more problems.
Yeah.
It really comes to that.
What you think?
Like I said, more money, more problems. As far as you make more money, the problem is you're gonna want to spend more money. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't got really come from a background of saving financially, or if you ain't taught to save financially, like I said, they got kids in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Looking at rappers and stuff. Once they get money, they trying to compare. They trying to buy the newest shoes, newest clothes,
New chain.
new chain, new watch. You know what I'm saying? Stuff they can't really afford.
Gotta have the best car coming out.
Yeah, So it's like, it's good that you're able to put more money in your pocket, but you're being smart with it.
Yeah, you gotta be like that's the con. You gotta be gotta be smart.
You gotta be.
You gotta be disciplined. Like making more money, it should. People have if you are losing your money, you screwed. Cause you're making more, but I just think people have to sit down with themselves. Well, you got partners like, look, I know money, we gotta make more money. Hey, put a restriction on what you can spend, what you can't spend.
Exactly.
Like go in stores knowing, okay, my dollar limit is this. They better calculate. Like when I go to my mom's store, I make sure she don't pass. Hey, I count everything. I add up.
That's why budgeting is good.
Yeah.
It's good to budget. Budget your money.
Cause I know my mom always told me, keep your money in that account. Just cause you got it in your pocket, you letting that money burn a hole in your pocket. Baby, keep something for a rainy day fund. Cause you never know if your car might break down or what might come up that you're gonna have to pay.
The worst thing I've ever heard, I don't say ever heard, I really don't like this saying, I stunt because I never had nothing. Okay, I understand that to a certain degree, but you gotta also understand you want to keep what you got. Study's gonna make you lose everything you got.
Cause what are you trying to prove?
Yeah,
Like,
what
But see, that's the thing with like social media influencers. What you see on TV is what people try to be.
but people have to understand too, on social media, people gonna only post what they want you to see. Just because a person posting a Bugatti don't mean they really got a Bugatti. Like,
You
And
gotta
they never-
be ready for the weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta.
But you gotta be disciplined though. You gotta know that though.
Like, if you look at these rich millionaires, billionaires, they don't even have the latest shoes on. They got regular clothes on. They not even stunting. But then here we, like, you know, we go and buy all this jewelry. Like, I gotta
Gotta
let
have
people know,
MK. Gotta have
MK,
Gucci
let them
shoes.
know that I'm
No.
rocking the newest purse out here. Or, you know, what was that trend that was going on for the longest with the girls with the purses? I don't know what purses that they kept saying.
Oh, the Birkin bag.
The Birkin bags. If you didn't have a Birkin bag, you ain't got no money. Or your man ain't nothing if your man can't get you a Birkin bag. But baby, what is that Birkin bag paying my bills? Is that Birkin bag getting me back and forth to work? Like,
Dad probably paid 3-4 of your bills. Now you're 3-4 bills behind because
You trying to keep up with
you got that
numbers.
record. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, if you spend all your money to buy a Birkin bag, you don't have no money to put in that bag, you don't need to be buying it.
exactly.
This is a thing that my dad always told me. He like when I got my apartment, he said, man, make sure you have money. You have 3 months worth of rent. So anything bad happen, you lose your job.
You can have a place, you can have a roof over your
got
head.
it.
You got 3 months that you don't have to worry about.
I always say it. Well, Jay-Z said it. You know what I'm saying? Now I always say it. Like, if you can't buy it twice, ain't no reason you buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't, like, if you gonna put down payment on the car, you can't put it down twice. Don't even worry about it. Ain't no need to struggle to have materials.
Hey, don't be buying no Xbox or PlayStation 4. You don't need all that. Save your money.
Ooh, child.
PS5.
PS5, yeah.
You tripping? Cause the next time them mother go out, I'm going to buy one.
Well, you got money like that, but you got money. But don't do that. Don't do that.
Let's get on the positive note.
I'm struggling to get that PS5, but they sitting in the house with no count, no nothing. Just a PS5 and a TV.
Oh, well, man, I got money. I mean,
I work
I'll
hard
get
for
it, but
everything I got.
that's just me.
Because that was ridiculous over a game, man. A game?
Well, you know, it depends who the person is. But if your credit score ain't more than how much it costs, you don't need to get it.
Yo, and then that's some real stuff. So yeah,
Get your credit score up, then you can get it.
Right.
Get 700
live on now to relax later.
or 650. Get you something.
So big Fred, big little head Fred.
That guy Fred.
That guy for Tub.
OG Low Hill, what's happening?
And what you got for the positive note for today, man? What you gonna
Man, first of all, great show. I don't care what they say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell y'all, it's a great show. Great show.
Start off slow, but we know.
We started a little slow. You know, it's all good. You know, it's a learning process. You know, we all trying to work this chemistry
For
out.
the first time for everything.
Yes, that's right. But my partner, man, y'all, I always listen to what people say instead of trying to apply or listen to what they say. You never know. Like, we have a conversation. Don't ignore what they're saying. So you just reply. Keep in mind what they're saying. Then think about what they're saying before you reply.
Don't just say what you trying to get across what you want to say. Listen to what somebody else say.
So
That's
basically,
what I'm talking
don't
about.
pay double dutch waiting for your turn to jump in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't do tit for tat.
Don't do tit for tat. Just make sure, like you said, just comprehend what the person is saying. Listen before you speak. Listen. What is it? Don't listen to respond.
That I'm saying.
I got the
that's
cover
what I'm
on,
talking
so I
about.
can't really get
Yeah.
that.
But they get what we saying.
I'm gonna drop it. We're gonna drop it in there. Y'all get the quote later.
Yeah, I feel
So appreciate
I like
y'all
that
for the
vibe.
show. Appreciate y'all for the show. We are done.
Nico Suave is out.
Make sure you like our Facebook
Like,
at Minds of Millennials, right? Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel, Minds of Millennials, right?
Right. Follow us on Instagram.
Follow Instagram.
Yep.
Make sure y'all share us. Don't be scared. Look, let me tell you something before we end this.
We new, we black, we young.
Let me tell you something.
Alright.
We black people, right?
Alright
We black people,
now.
right? We gotta support each other. Y'all gotta support us. We can support you.
Help me help you.
Exactly.
Help us.
Help us.
You feel what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying, bro? Like, help us. Oh, we got something for y'all to buy later on in life.
But we'll talk about that later on. We don't want to
Later.
Yeah, y'all.
Don't be telling
Don't be spilling the beans just yet.
Basically, just support us young black people who trying to do better.
And shout out to all the ones that have supported us thus far. It's very
Big
much
ups to y'all.
Amazing. Amazing.
Appreciate
We
y'all.
out.
Nico Suave out.